Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore, which is the third film of a collection of 5 of the Fantastic Beasts franchise, which is a prequel to Harry Potter, set around the 70 years before the events of Philosopher or Sorcerer's Stone, wherever part of the world you are, and how you know the first Harry Potter story to be. And the thing about this franchise is, it's not as beloved as Harry Potter was. Like, let's be honest, those 8 movies, like even the weakest film, which I think is Half-Blood Prince, they're still good movies. They still hold up to this day. Like, it's just bloody brilliant. And how, like, we're in a stall most of the time, and we are invested with these characters, and it feels like stuff is happening. It's just really well done storytelling. But with Fantastic Beasts, it has got a bit of a rocky road, and I'm not talking about the controversy, which is Johnny Depp, Ezra Miller, and J.K. Rowling. And here's the thing, my point of view with the controversy stuff. When I'm going to go watch a movie, I kind of did the same thing with Armie Hammer with Death on the Nile, right? Where I see a movie, and there's some controversial people have some attachment to a said movie or said TV show. Guess what? While watching it, I'm not supporting those people. I'm supporting the other people who have worked their fucking ass off to make this product for us, for our enjoyment and entertainment. You know, the other actors, the director, the screenwriter, or the co-screenwriter in this case, the editor, the production designer, the costume designer, the doctor, the editor, the sound recorder, the sound mixer, the sound effects, like all these people who work their ass off to make said product for us, in this case Fantastic Beasts. I'm supporting those people in my mind, not the people that are, and whatever my point of view is, I'm not supporting the people with controversy. I'm supporting the people who are not having some core of controversy attached to it. And I feel that should be our attitude. Don't have a few people swore a good thing. If you're interested in Fantastic Beasts to begin with, go watch it. If you have some interest, let's mention the other Ezra Miller thing. If you have some interest with the Flash, go watch the Flash no matter what. Hell, you never know. Maybe the Flash marketing is just going to be about, Flash is in it, but Mark Keaton's back as Batman. Maybe they'll do that for the marketing. Hell, they kind of did that. But that's my stand. But when I mean the not as beloved, as in the films have not just in general haven't been that beloved as the Harry Potter films have been. And here's the thing, I really enjoyed the first Fantastic Beasts film. The sequel, though, like, I remember finishing it, and I was like, I quite liked it. And then I rewatched it, and then I realized, I like the ending. I like when Grindelwald was, like, talking to his followers, and all the events that were surrounding that. And I kind of had that ending, the climax, shadow the rest of the movie, and thinking, it was a really good movie. And, well, at the end of the day, I was like, this is quite dull. This is kind of boring. I'm not digging this whatsoever. So I didn't really know what to expect with this film, right? And watching it, I'm like, we're back on track. We're back on track on the quality that first Fantastic Beasts had. Now, one of the criticisms people have is, just the Fantastic Beasts don't have that same of magic. You know? The same of that magic that the Harry Potter films have. Here's me with all the hot takes. Guess what? When you enter a new job, that first year, you're all going to be like, ooh, and ah, and oh my god, this is amazing type of job. Hopefully, cross your fingers. But year 10, it's, you know the motions of it. And that's what it is. Harry Potter is the point of view of a child. That we've seen the magic through a child's eyes. So there is that sense of wonder, that sense of ooh and ah. With Fantastic Beasts, we're dealing with adults, and adults, it's like, yeah, that's, magic is a thing. And I don't need the ooh and ah, I just want a good story. And it is really well put together. It dives into Dumbledore in a really fantastic way, and we're able to deal with all the other characters. Like, Dumbledore is the main character. And it felt like Crimes of Grindelwald, where I was like, okay, like, seeing this movie, I'm like, okay, I get where this movie was, why Crimes of Grindelwald existed. And that was simply this. Have you ever seen those movies where you realize, oh, director / Wyatt had an idea for the next movie, but they kind of need to make this movie happen to have point A and point B work? That's essentially what the movie was, Crimes of Grindelwald. And because of it, it just works. This movie works really well. The action's there. Now, here's the thing. The only big major criticism I have of the movie is that for the first 10 minutes or 15 minutes is a bit of a, not a slog, but it's not that captivating. It's not that, there isn't that hook yet, and I haven't, it just takes a while to get into it, for like, in the first like 10, 15, 20 minutes of the movie. But then when it sings and never ends off singing. Matt Nicholson, who is now our new Grindelwald, he's fantastic. Like, it's interesting because Johnny Depp played him like Grindelwald as like the wizard Magneto, like, come with me, the Homo sapiens, and all that kind of stuff. While Grindelwald, how Matt Nicholson plays Grindelwald, is kind of like more of the Godfather, a little bit. Like, he plays him like he's very calm, like stupidly calm, of how he plays Grindelwald, to the point when he lashes out and he's still calm. You're like, okay, this character is evil. This guy is just, like, he believes what he's doing is right. Right? That's the great villains, right? He believes what he's doing is right. But doing it so calmly and delecting, even though when he lashes out and, like, kills people or attacks people, his character does it. I just thought it was you're just like, wow, this is very calm and collected. He's so calm with everything. You're just like, God, this guy. You understand why people would follow him. You understand why he wants to be a politician, so he can create and destroy or reform the wishing world as he sees fit, along with the Muggle world. It's just, this movie is really well put together in its way. Like, it's very straightforward. We need to go to point A, to point B, to point C, to point D, to have E happening, and it works really, really well. And it's just, I was amazed. We're back on track where it was. The relationships I care about, definitely between Jacob and and Quinn. I find that relationship between those two characters are really well put together. You feel the heart, the soul of their relationship. Dumbledore, played by Jude Law. I mean, here's the weird thing. When you hear Jude Law at the beginning was going to play Dumbledore, you're just like, I don't see it. It feels a little bit too cool to be Dumbledore. But then you're like, oh yeah, this is the same guy. This is, Dumbledore still Dumbledore. Like, you can buy this Dumbledore being the Dumbledore from, like, who's going to be kind of like the mentor of Harry. And how Jude Law plays the whole concept. Like, with Dumbledore, you can kind of feel him kind of having this affliction with Grindelwald, because he still loves Grindelwald, but he's not the guy that he fell in love with. And that affliction of, like, it's not the same person, but I still have these feelings for him. How do I weave it in, and that journey of him realizing, like, the dude I love is gone. The guy that I had a thing for is not that guy anymore. And it's, and how Jude Law plays it is marvelously well done. It's subtle. Like, it if you don't feel it or sense it, it will just be there. But do I recommend this film? Yes, I do. Even if you're not a fan of the second film, I would highly recommend this third film. Personally, after watching this movie, I would go for a fourth one and a fifth one. let's finish this story up. Let's finish it up. Support this movie, not because, once again, of supporting the people with controversy, but support the directors, all the other people who work so hard on the movie. Don't spoil a good thing for a couple of bad apples in that production.